Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. We have two blended Scotch whiskies. The first is Inver House Green Plaid, introduced in 1961, aged 3 years. Put the link to Inver House Distilling Company. They don't list Green Plaid on that website, or at least they didn't. I'll have to check. Bottled in Illinois by Barton Imports. Dewar's Illegal Smooth, introduced in 2019, aged 8 years. Finished in Ilegal Mescal barrels. This is done in collaboration with Ilegal Mescal Company. So they're both 40% alcohol. Which is going to win? I would assume that the Dewar's is going to win because it's a higher quality product. Price: 1 liter of this Inver House is $11.99 at Dorignax. Only place I know that sells it around here, Dorignax. We were over there yesterday, the Whiskey Scout and myself. $19.99 at Total Wine and More. So Total Wine and More, $19.99. So $19.99 for a $7.50, $11.99 for a liter. Get an extra 25% liquid, but their liquid is going to be inferior. I never thought that the Inver House Green Plaid was bad, like a bad product, but it's just bland. It doesn't have a lot going for it. Nice label. Hadn't changed it since it came out in 1961. If you look at old ads from the 60s, same label. It's got the green plaid background. It's got a castle, the water, imported Scotch whiskey. It's got green plaid. I like green plaid. All right. A blend of superbly light 100% rare Scotch whiskies, distilled and blended in Scotland. Yeah, well, that's why it's $11.99, because it's that exquisite, huh? I think we know the answer to that. Dewar's, and they are trumpeting how smooth it is. Got to give them credit. It's smooth. What are the calling cards on this? Let's make sure. D. Dewar's. Calling card on this is the smoothness, the honey top white bread crust, and the bell pepper, the green pepper. It has those notes. I guess the bell pepper comes from that mezcal, which gives it a strange flavor. Inver House, the calling cards for this are a little rough around the edges, you know, kind of a nasty little bite to it, and not smooth, and a lot of cereal grain, just like grain. Some like Cheerios type thing, or cornflakes, without the sugar or the frosting, you understand? And that's about it. So it's like distilled cereal grain. No smoke, no peatiness, just blandness. That's my experience with Inver House. Now I'll put too much Inver House. Now I gotta even out. I'm gonna keep evening. I'm gonna be overflowing out the glass. Hope not. Last adjustment. I'm not doing any more adjustment. Sometimes if the weight is off a little bit, you can detect it just by holding the glasses. And it's supposed to be a blind taste test, not an open eye taste test. Well, I can see that the still got too much. Well, it's pretty close. I can see that the Ilegal Mescal is slightly darker, but this is not what you call pale. It's gold. Do they add coloring to it? Probably. You think it would be that dark gold after 3 years in a used barrel? I don't think so. Remember, when the Scotch goes in the barrel, it's clear liquid, just like alcohol, any kind of alcohol. Like you can go to the store and buy Everclear or Diablo. Not Diablo, Diesel. Sorry, Diesel. Your two mainline grain spirits. 190 proof also. You're supposed to dilute it with water. There's gauges you can buy that'll tell you when you get down to 80 proof. Yeah, just tap water. But you can buy Everclear from Luxco. And you can buy diesel from Buffalo Trace Sazerac, Barton, Buffalo Trace Sazerac. And they're just grain spirits, just pure grain alcohol. And you can make your own products out of it yourself. So you put it in the barrel, it's clear. But the charring and all gives it color. But these Scotches and Canadian whiskeys and American blended whiskeys, blended bourbon and whatnot, they'll add color into it to give it a nicer appearance, they think. Straight bourbon whiskey from the USA cannot have coloring added, okay? Cannot have flavoring added. That's straight bourbon. But I've noticed that they have regular bourbon. I guess it's blended though. Blended bourbon can have coloring added, flavoring added. So all bets are off when you get off the straight line. The straight line. Getting off the straight line. Ronald the Riot. Cheers, bud. Hey, Drewski Brewski. Thanks for putting everything in all caps. Well, I'm being facetious. It's better not to do that. Okay. Inver House. Distillers. Rogue Rig Road. Airdrie. Lancashire. Scotland, United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Kind of a long name. Huh? Long. Look at our brands. See what brands they've got. Thai Spirits. See, it's owned by a Thailand company today. Freya, Mekong, Crown 99, Hong Tong, Sam Som, Royal Legend, Blend 285, and Meridian. I'd be very reticent to try any of those things. Tell you the truth. Old Pulteney, single malt Scotch whiskey. Knock, single malt Scotch whiskey. Ball Blair, single malt Scotch whiskey. Speyburn, single malt Scotch whiskey. Blended, Cato's, Hankey Bannister, MacArthur's. White spirits. They sell Karun Gin, Coldstream Gin, Kuloff Vodka. Chinese spirits, be reticent to try those. Be kind of standoffish with those. 43 degree, Wanjiang, Grand Classic, Yulin Quan, and beers. Arca beer, never heard of that. Chang, well, who hadn't heard of Chang from Thailand? And Fetterbroy. And they got some non-alcoholic drinks, and there's Stroma liqueur. So that's what we got there. On Dewar's, we've got so many different types. This is the Illegal Smooth, and it's everything they say it is. There's also the Caribbean Smooth, double, 32, double, 27, double, 21, 25-year, 18-year, 15-year, 12-year-old, white label with no age statement. And furthermore, we were at 2 different liquor stores yesterday, and there's a new one they don't even have listed on their website now. It's called a Port Cask Finish. Dewar's Port Cask Finish, and they need to update their website. Hector Lopez says, morning, Ron. Well, Drewski, I'm trying to get you out of that lifestyle. Yeah, Dewar's is not going to lose. No way. No way, baby. No way, baby. It's 5:46 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's time to roll. Let's go. News is coming on the top of the hour. What does this smell like? Just grain alcohol. What about the peat? What about the smoke? Yeah, what about it? It ain't in here. So I rate this F for forget it. Rated F for forget it. Because it ain't there. Is it a bad aroma? No. Is it an off-putting aroma? No, it isn't. It's just dull, bland, nondescript, and ho-hum and ordinary. Okay. Over here. Same thing, but even less so. It's more blander than the foist. It's more blander than the foist, darling. There's not much going on here. Does it smell like something I'd want to try? Well, I guess I would. It smelled like grain alcohol, like fumes, like alcohol fumes. Now, if that appeals to you, this might appeal to you. Come on, Daylight, get over here. Get over here, Daylight. It's time to get daylight. Okay, getting back to planet Earth now. It did have a little bite to it, but it's got the honey top white bread crust, not white wheat bread. No, just the regular bread, you know, white bread. Or some people, I think up north, like in Pennsylvania, they call it light bread. I never heard of that in my life until like a year ago. I call it white bread, brown bread, wheat bread, rye bread, banana nut bread, you know, and so on. Raisin bread and there is a little green pepper in it. I need to buy some bell pepper. I keep saying it, get some bell peppers, and I never do it. Because it's a game. No, I have to cook that. I have to fry that hamburger meat today, the ground meat, or as people say around here, grind meat. The old people say that. I got to go buy some grind meat. That's how they'll say it, grind meat. And I might fry it up with the yellow hominy. And it'll be in harmony. Oh, ha, ha, ha. How easily fooled we are. Now, I said that had no flavor, aroma. It did not. I mean, it was faint. Very faint, like feeling faint. Or we're sword fighting and I made a feint. But that's the Dewars. That's the Dewars. That's the Dewars. So on aroma, I was tricked, fooled, perplexed, discombobulated, and otherwise not sure what I was dealing with. But on taste, and this is a taste challenge, is it not? On taste, that's the Illegal Mescal. That's the Illegal Smooth. That's the Dewars. And I'm unanimous in that. And let me tell you why. Johnny Fontaine will never get that part. This Inver house, all right, it's just basic. It's just grain alcohol. Like there might be a scintilla, a wisp, a ghost of bread or peatiness, or wood, I should say, wood. But they're really the main attribute of this product is that it is just vacant of any kind of flavor and appreciable aroma. It has some smell, but like a breadiness. But the taste, yeah, that wisp of wood. It's 99% not woody and 1% woody. So if you have any kind of cold or allergies, you'll never pick it up. Never. And some sweet grain, sugary sweet grain. But overall, it's mostly a dry product on the drier side of the equation. And is it a bad, off-putting, repulsive thing? No, it's none of those. Why do people buy it? I bet you it's not to drink neat, like I'm doing, swishing it around, being all hoity-toity to my, oh, the approachable aspects of this Scotch are so blah, blah, blah. Nope. They're buying it so they can mix it with Sunny Delight and watch the Three Stooges reruns at 7:30 in the morning after they get off of the night shift. It sounds grim, And it isn't really. It is not. They're just trying to unwind, eat their Franco-American noodles with the red gravy and the little processed meat balls. That's what they're doing. Okay, that's it. Chef Boyardee ravioli canned, Sunny Delight mixed with Dewar Inver house green plaid. That's what you're dealing with. You say, what about ramen noodles? Marichan, the chicken flavor. Oh, that would work too. But this, oh yeah, I'm picking up the smoke. I'm picking up the green pepper. I'm picking up the sweetness. I'm picking up the honey top white bread crust. I'm picking up all the approachable characteristics. Yeah. This is such a mismatch that the word challenge should not even be part of this title. An aroma, okay, confusing an aroma. Okay, I'll give it that. But this is a taste challenge, not a smell challenge. And in flavor, Dewar's Illegal Smooth blows green plaid out of the water. Kansas City Southern coming. Yep, I heard it. But it could be that more southern track, the Canadian National, however, which runs also from Baton Rouge into Kenner and into New Orleans. In fact, when you get to Kenner, the two tracks congregate. They come together as a single track. Come together right now as a single track. And then they drive, goes through New Orleans. City of New Orleans. All right. We were driving through New Orleans yesterday, but we never stopped in the city limits itself, actually. We stopped at beer stores and, well, actually liquor, beer, wine, and liquor stores in Metairie, Louisiana, and Marrero, Louisiana. That's the only two towns we stopped at. Metairie and Marrero. And Robert, the whiskey scout, was buying and buying and buying. I bought a little bit, but he was going so hog wild because he was having so much fun. Joking, you do you. I'm going to do me. Ron, turn the lights on. Stop being cheap. What are you talking about? It's dawn busters. I have to let the natural light come in from the dawn. If I turn on the lights, it defeats the whole purpose of dawn busters. Laughing out loud. I love your view on things. Thank you. Kansas City Southern coming, but like I said, and then woo, woo, says David Cassidy. His brother is Jack Cassidy of Jefferson Airplane. We ate Church's chicken. I had a coupon, 2 can dine for 6, so we got 5 pieces of chicken. It was really well done. I mean, they must have had the oil so hot. Oh, so very hot. It was crispy to the extreme. It was juicy on the inside. No grease anywhere. No grease at all. It was not greasy. It must have fresh oil and hot, almost to the flash point. It was so perfectly spiced. It was one of the best Church's fried chicken experiences I've had, and I've had many, to say the least. We also got the beautiful styrofoam bowls of mashed potatoes and gravy, and 2 honey butter biscuits, followed up by 2 beer reviews. We did the Lagunitas Willetized Stout, which we loved, adored, etc. Then we followed that up, and that's 13.1 or 13.3, I can't remember, 13.1% alcohol, very strong. But we went really berserk, and we followed that up with Dogfish Head 120-minute IPA, Full Metal Jacket, about 18% alcohol. Oh, woof. And then Robert said, the whiskey scout said, oh, well, that's enough. Because I was saying, let's try more, But it was best. He said, I have to drive. And so he left, and it was perfect. And Then I went walking another half a mile, blah, 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 la-di-da, blah, blah, blah. You know, went to sleep early, woke up early, got up at 1:45 this morning. I was laying in bed. I was determined. I said, I will not get up till 1:45. I will not. I will not. So I turned and I looked at the clock. I said 1:45. Got up out of bed, started saying my prayers, making the bed. Brushing my teeth, you know, shaving my neck. Shaving right here so the hair don't get too high up on my face, and drinking the 3 cups of coffee, eating the chocolate flavored Pop-Tarts, 2 of those, uploading the videos, checking Rock and Roll Club, checking Alcohol Legs, which I haven't finished checking. And now that brings us to doing the taste challenges. And then later at 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 a.m. Central Time, we've got Stout Sunday, and I already have my stout ready to roll. Ready to roll. Bipolar is the norm these days. Oh, yeah? 120 is strong stuff. You got that right. Ron, have one for Jack for me. Well, yeah, Jack has it. He must be close to 80 years old. 80 years old. Well, that band was old when I was born. You know what I'm saying? You are not my I mean, golly gee, the year I was born, they were already had been around. Like the Rolling Stones and the Beatles. By the time I was born, they were getting old. Those bands were like, they're played out, they're old. So they're all old now. Jefferson Airplane. Well, half of them are not alive anymore. All in the 80s, 70s, and 80s. And I'm not getting any younger. Hey, like Stevie Nicks said, I'm getting older too. And she wrote that when she wrote that song in 1972 when she was 24. Okay, now somebody told me you're getting older. I was like, everybody's getting older. What's wrong with you? You know anybody that's getting younger? Hi, Ronaroo, says Beer Hounds, Beer Reviews. Starship Days, says David Cassie. Starship Days. Well, I never bought those albums like Knee Deep and the Hoopla and what's that one from 87? No Protection. But that's not really my kind of music, that power pop. I never bought anybody's power pop music. Unfortunately, I bought some of that Ozzy Osbourne stuff in 83, 86, 88, but I hated it. I said, I can't. I just threw the records in the garbage can. I said, I don't want these. I hate Bark at the Moon and all of that. I mean, I don't mind We Built This City on Rock and Roll. That has a nice song structure. I like the way that song is structured. I can't argue with that. When it came out, I thought it was an interesting song. Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now. That was a good song. Diane Warren wrote it. And what's that? Oh, Sarah. That's a very nice song. Sarah. I like soft rock. But I mostly like their heavier rock stuff. Jefferson Airplane and Starship, heavy rock. You know, they made some really heavy, like quasi heavy metal music. Grace Slick was the one that was always like putting out the heavy stuff. Oh, but she was like a hard edge chick, you know. Anyway, she's still alive. Wish you would do those record reviews still. Well, yeah, but they keep getting blocked. Like literally, I got a notice the other day. Your Grateful Dead video it's not a copyright violation, of course, but it's being muted around the world. Well, I mean, what's the point of having the video if it gets muted? So irritating. It's like, seems to me they would want you to make the videos so people could go buy the albums. So I guess people don't buy albums. Well, that's it. I'm off the air. Plastic Fantastic Lover. Right. Yeah. About a guy who's got a mannequin girlfriend. Kind of like the movie Mannequin. All right. Thanks for watching this video production. And Dewar's wins.